Auburn Blitz is now on the air. Your daily look into what's happening in Auburn athletics. With your host, Andy Graham, Brett Pritchard, Randy Lee, War Eagle.
Hello again, everyone, and good Monday afternoon. Welcome into this, the latest edition of the Auburn Blitz. I'm Andy Graham alongside David Jones. We'll be with you for the next hour, taking your comments, taking your phone calls, talking about everything going on in the world of Auburn athletics. Auburn failing to get it done in the second half again, blowing a big lead, up 14-0 on Missouri the week before, up 17-0 on LSU in this game. Got off to a really, really good start, but unable to maintain it. And really, I mean, David, I thought Auburn got better in a lot of different areas. Obviously, Robbie Ashford's performance was really, really positive, throwing for 337 yards in the game.
Who would have thought that?
I certainly would not have. That was just bizarre to think about that coming into this game. But you know, great performance by him. Auburn they did some really good things, but just turnovers continue. Auburn cannot get out of their own way. Some really, really crucial penalties. 4 turnovers. Auburn now -9 on the season in turnover margin. That is going to be a problem no matter who you play. So LSU, I think, was exposed a little bit. Auburn, their defense was exposed a little bit. Auburn obviously able to move the ball 438 yards. And, their offense not very good. Auburn able to contain them pretty well. Obviously, Auburn gives them 7 points in the game with the fumble and return. But just very disappointing. But I got to be honest, I had some low expectations coming into the game. And I came away feeling somewhat positive about it, at least the play from the guys on the field.
It's better than it's been, Andy, and you've got positive and negatives. I don't know if somebody sent Aaron Keesaw a copy of our show last week. Probably not. He probably came to the same conclusion that he should have come to a couple of weeks ago. You saw running lanes for running back Saturday, and that is because we didn't stay in those bunch sets 75% of the time. We had double twins. We had trips open. We had lanes for running backs to run through. The one zone read where Robbie kept the ball, we'd been setting that up the whole day.
Right.
And that was a beautiful 20-yard gain. And you and I disagree, but I see your point, and I think you're correct. If Eric Keesaw could go back and Harsin and change about 3 play calls, they probably would. One, the Coy Moore, I don't know what that was, short side of the field, a trick play on second down when we'd been running the ball all the way down the field with Tank and Jarquez. But Robbie Ashford is obviously getting more comfortable. Look, it doesn't matter who the quarterback is at Auburn, Andy. We're not going to be able to sit back in the pocket and read through 2 or 3 progressions in the pocket. It's not going to happen. Now, we were better Saturday with Brandon Council, and I know you'll talk about why in the world we hadn't done that all along. I had said that Tate Johnson was too small. Tate Johnson's too small. It's obvious that Saturday that the line was better. But we're not going to be able to sit back there and pick. Our guards and tackles really just don't hold on to blocks very well. Speaking of which, I saw about 5 takedowns from LSU offensive linemen Saturday that weren't called. That was unbelievable. I don't know who they've been watching. Well, I do. But
well, look, I mean, right in front of me, midway through, I don't know if it was in between the first and second quarter or if it was – at a timeout or something in the second quarter. But, LSU had several penalties in the beginning of the game. And Brian Kelly called over the head referee, and, I mean, he blistered him for 5 straight minutes on the sideline.
Yeah.
And for like the next 2.5 quarters, Auburn didn't get a call the rest of the – now, that kind of thing goes on all the time. Coaches, try to be, and I
Working the
did
refs.
it make a difference or not? A lot of the calls on Auburn were legitimate, but I noticed that they didn't call a lot on on some of the things that I thought might have been obvious on LSU. But you got to deal with it.
But
Play with it.
Brian Kelly, other than working the ref, he didn't have a beef because most of their calls they deserved. I mean, an LSU guy was sitting behind me. He said, "Man, we're going to set a record for penalties." And I said, "Yeah, but you deserve just about every one of them so far." Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah. And that was where I was surrounded by corn dogs, Andy. I mean, a really nice guy sitting next to us, a psychiatrist from Atlanta. But some of those LSU fans, boy, I finally told one of them to go eat a corn dog. We were having some fun. But you're right. I mean, and it ended up pretty even, though, didn't it? The LSU 10 penalties,
10,
Auburn 8 penalties.
Yeah.
So, Brian, maybe that worked. I mean, I've used that tactic in the past.
Yeah, they had 10, and I think about 6 or 7 of them were in the first quarter.
That's exactly right.
I mean, they were a lot really early. But,
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Going back, an indictment on the coaching staff to me, in that now there was some bad. The snaps weren't exactly great, but I mean it was his first time playing center. But I thought the line was just a lot better. They were a lot more solid with Brandon Council playing center. Mm-hmm. And all I'd heard, leading up to this was how much Stutz had improved. And, Keandre Jones was coming back from last year, and he was one of the better offensive linemen. So if you've got two guys that are that good, that are maybe that you feel that comfortable at guard, why are you rotating them at one position and trying to throw Tate Johnson out there undersized and never having played before, when you can just easily scoot over Brandon Council? So this line should have been the one that started the year.
Yeah.
Indictment number 2, and then we'll get to the phone call. You can see quite clearly that Robbie Ashford is growing into the job.
Yeah.
What would have happened if we'd have started him against Mercer like we were all clamoring for? Start him against Mercer, let him make the mistakes, and let him become more and more comfortable against Mercer and San Jose State. And how much further along would he be now?
You know what my daddy always said, Andy? Hindsight 20/20.
Yeah. Pat Dye said hindsight's 50-50. Right. But,
well, in this case, I'll agree with Dad. Obviously, there was a mental comfort level, I think, with Council at center. I'm guessing, but I assume by what I saw on the field, it was much better. Still a work in progress.
Well, you just see with the experience, Robbie. The first couple of last against Missouri, it was if the read's not there, I'm gone. This time, I mean, in one game of experience, he comes out, he bolts, but he still keeps his eyes downfield. Yeah. How many times did he scramble out and find some guy? And man, he's better throwing on the run than he is standing in the pocket.
And he's going to have to be.
So,
and 2 weeks ago, he would have tucked that and run it, and not even looked downfield.
So it was just a lot of,
I know we need to get to the phone call, but Greg McElroy, who we all just love so much. No, I'm just kidding. Greg doesn't do a bad job as a color guy. He made a great point, because I watched the game back again last night. He said, Robbie Ashford is going to learn that in the SEC, if you're scrambling, try to do it north and south as soon as you can, because if you scramble east and west, that guy's going to catch you. Yeah. And that's what happened on that play. So
let's go to the phone line, David. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Yeah, how y'all doing today, bud?
Hey, James. How's it going?
Doing pretty good. You were mentioning Keandre Jones there. I don't know who was playing left guard. I like that moving Council over. But I was trying to figure out 62 is old Stutz, and he was playing – I thought he was playing right guard. He may have been playing left, but is something wrong with Keandre Jones?
Who was playing guard last night? I mean, Saturday night.
I just didn't catch his number. I saw that 62 was Stutz, I think. And
I thought 58. I thought that was Jones.
Anyway, I feel confident about this, that we found us a quarterback, and it reminds me a good little bit of another one was the boy Nick Marshall. He's got some of those same moves. He's a better passer, but Coach was talking about. That's right. You got to get up the field, and you got he just looked like like a duck took to water, and it was his birthday. That bothered me that he lost on his birthday, but I tell you, he played one hell of a game, and that's right now our future. And then the other boy, the redshirt, Holden Garner, he didn't get much done because he wasn't in there but a minute. But he does have a good arm. I noticed one pass he completed was right on the money. But I didn't like losing that game. That's for sure. But I'll say this: I feel like y'all do. I feel a little bit more positive about things now, and it's not beyond fact we can't stay on the field with Georgia. Hell, if Missouri did it, we beat them. It was ugly, but we beat them. So we usually play Georgia pretty well when we're over there. I think that's where we're playing them, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. I'm not saying we're going to upset number one Georgia. No, I don't know about that. But it just seemed like everything just kind of calmed down Saturday, and I think it was because you throw for 335 yards at Auburn. You've done a job. And, that's a lot of yardage for passing for an Auburn quarterback in one game. It's been done before, I know. But I just thought he did an excellent job. I think his acumen. He had good coaching in high school, too. He played over at Hoover, and that's fine. I mean, it just it showed. But that gave me that made me feel better. So
I agree
anyway,
with you, James. We got to get to a commercial.
That's fine, no problem, buddy. War Eagle.
War Eagle, thank you for the call.
James.
We got somebody else holding. If you'll just hang on, we'll be back right after these messages. We'll take your call. More to come on this edition of the Auburn Blitz.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors. Concrete Basement and Walls, LLC, 205-229-0234. Call owner Eric McKenzie now to get your free quote now. 205-229-0234. Concrete Basement and Walls, LLC.
WOTM is the television provider for all Alabama High School Athletic Association championship events and special programs. WOTM is your home for the Super 7 football, state finals basketball, baseball and softball state championships, the AHSAA weekly show, and WOTM also produced the first ever football playoff show, Super 7 preview show, and reclassification reveal show. Your exclusive home for all things AHSAA is WOTM. Contact your local cable provider to request WOTM to your channel lineup.
Finding a job might be tough, but starting your new career has never been easier. Wellborn Cabinet in Ashland has a wide array of career opportunities with benefits. General labor production, skilled cabinet builders, product assembly line, shipping, over-the-road truck drivers, clerical, marketing, security, daycare, office clerks, and so much more. Apply in person, 38669 Highway 77 South in Ashland, or online at wellborn.com. Building cabinets, building careers, and building our community.
Whether it's Lake Martin, Lay Lake, or Logan Martin, boaters from all over the state of Alabama come to Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama, because it's worth the drive. With the best deals on unbeatable Suzuki outboards, Manitou and Landau Tritoons, and a great pre-owned inventory while they last. Alex City Marine is the pros the locals know. And no matter where you're from, when you're here, you're local to us. Alex City Marine, just off Highway 280 in Alexander City, Alabama. AlexCityMarine.com.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, it's Brett Pritchard, and I'm here to tell you all about Sims Foods, who you know better as Wickles Pickles. Wickles Pickles, that 90-year-old recipe, wickedly delicious. Relish, okra, and pickles. From Saturday sandwiches, tailgate snacks, to holiday dinners with your family and friends. From their family to yours. Wickles Pickles, those wickedly delicious pickles.
Wickles Pickles, wickedly delicious pickles.
Concrete Basement and Walls LLC, 205-229-0234. Call owner Eric McKenzie now to get your free quote now. 205-229-0234. Concrete Basement and Walls LLC.
It's truck season at Glenn Smith in Opelika. We have an excellent supply of Chevrolet Silverados and GMC Sierras with giant discounts and low monthly payments. New Chevrolet Silverados up to $6,000 off, or payments as low as $499 a month with zero money down. GMC Sierras discounted up to $5,000 off.
Zero money down, no payment till 2023 at Glenn Smith in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you for about 45 more minutes left in today's show, brought to you each and every day by Big Fish Real Estate. For all your real estate needs here in the Lake Martin area, as well as down there on the coast, give them a call today, 551-BIG-FISH, or look them up, bigfishlakemartin.com. We'll go right back to the phone line. Hey, Dale, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Well, y'all are going to be shocked by what I'm about to say. You know, I haven't been a Brian Harsin fan, but in my opinion, you can't blame Saturday on Brian Harsin. You just can't. Matter of fact, I would submit to you that I think the 17-0 lead was because, I mean, we were going north and south. We were taking shots. The play calling was good. Here's what killed us. 3 plays killed us. The scoop and score, that ridiculous 3rd and 11 hands to the face call, which we committed. We just shouldn't have. That was ridiculous. And the muffed punt. None of those 3 things Brian Harsin and his staff are coaching. They were just bad mistakes by the players.
I agree. That Derek Hall penalty, I mean, that's your senior captain defensive lineman. He's not even in the play. It's rolling to the opposite side of the field, and he just got his hand up in his face. He's got basically grabbed a hold of his. That can't happen. That was on 3rd.
I guess you could say that's coaching.
That was on 3rd and 15.
Smarter than that. He knows he can't do that.
Well, Dale, here's the other thing. It was just a bad day for Keandre Scott. He dropped the opening kickoff, if you remember. So he dropped 2 balls Saturday. That second one just really came back to haunt us. But I'm with you. I've been harping for 2 weeks about the sets that we've been in, those bunch sets. Saturday, Keesaw spread the field more. They were running lanes for the running backs. Robbie Ashford's getting better. Still doesn't soothe the fact that we didn't score a single point in the second half, but a lot of that was on mistakes by the players. And I'm going to tell you, people may think I'm nuts. After what we saw Saturday out of Georgia, of course, Georgia may have some of the most brutal come-to-Jesus practices they've ever had this week, but I just, you know, that maybe we could pull one off this weekend. I don't know. I like the direction that we headed Saturday. It's still not good enough, but it sure is much better than what we've seen.
Well, we're so bipolar, it wouldn't surprise me if we came out and just won the game on Saturday, because that's what we would do, something like that.
Yeah, that's Auburn. That's an Auburn thing.
Yeah, I wouldn't put money on it.
I wouldn't either. Go Braves. Y'all have a good day.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Dale.
Yeah, thank you. Look, I will say, and we were talking about this at the beginning of the show before off air. And Dale, he says you can't put that on Harsin. I agree with it. I mean, we came out and we did some things. We've been harping about it. We need to throw the ball more on first down. We did that on Saturday. We were creative. We ran some. I mean, the throwback to the double reverse back to
the Amari Kelly.
Ashford that throws it downfield. Really nice throw. I mean, if you just don't get a finger on it, Amari Kelly may have made even more out of it. But we did some creative things. We rolled Ashford out and got him. We threw the tight end more. We got everybody. Well, thank the Lord, Cam Brown. Caught a touchdown.
What a catch!
I mean, great catch for him. We used our talent. We got the ball to our playmakers in certain situations. However, I would say that the play calling when we got down to first and goal at the 5 was atrocious, and that got us. And that's one of the reasons we got beat, because of that series. After a really, really nice drive, that's coaching. I thought we calling our timeouts again and giving LSU more time, and they end up coming back to bite us as they score. It should have been 17-7 going into half. Instead, it's 17-14. Now that there was a breakdown. We blitzed and they threw a little screen. It was a perfect call, and it worked fine. But anyway, there were some. There's still no adjustment in the second half, and that again goes back to the coaching staff. If you cannot score, if you score 0 points in the second half, that's coaching.
Well, I'm going to disagree a little bit. I don't know that it was a lack of adjustments in the second half. I just think it was a combination of mistakes and play calls, like you just mentioned them. I thought we were right on top of everything LSU was doing. Now, in the second half, their defense brought more pressure. That was their adjustment in the second half. They brought a little more pressure. But I just thought Smetting and Keesaw, other than I wish we could have that back down at the goal line. I just thought both coordinators did a great job Saturday. You could just feel the air go out of Harsin. I saw it on television. You don't see that at the game, but when Keandre dropped that punt, it's just like Brian Harsin.
We got it back.
Yeah, we did.
Got it back in 2 plays.
But at that point,
they bailed him out. Yeah, I know. I'm with you. The air went out, but I mean, we make a huge play. The defense gets the ball back.
Yeah.
And I think we went. Was that when we went like 3 and out?
Yeah.
And then had to punt. But I can't. No, I take that back. I think that's when we threw the interception. But and again, that was just a great play by the LSU defender. I mean, after the game though, the LSU defender said, "Well, they ran that play 6 times. I knew they were going to run it." Yeah. So,
Well, and you can't put that one on Coy Moore, because I watched that play about 6 times in a row. He never really had that ball secured. It was up here. Guy got his hands on him. That's just a great play.
It was. That wasn't why we lost the game.
Yeah.
That single play.
Yeah.
It was every play, from the time we were up 17-0 after.
Yeah.
That's why we lost the game.
Yeah.
But again, there's some positives to take from it. It's just, you're not going to beat many people when you turn the ball over 4 times. That's just, and I think we fumbled it 6 times. We put the ball on the ground 6 times. I don't think we lost with one of them.
Yeah.
But you find yourself in 2nd and 14, 2nd and 15. That's not a recipe for success. And the one 3rd down that we do convert was 3rd and 25. Yeah. Anyway, we got to go to a break. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Growing your business isn't just one thing. It's a million little things. Should you lease, rent, or own? How fast can you get that part? Does it fit the budget? That's what your local Cat dealer is here for. With expert advice, flexible financing, and industry-leading equipment, you can get the job done day after day. Visit ThompsonCat.com, your compact equipment provider.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Frontline Outfitters provides all your aftermarket parts for your cars, trucks, and as well as your professional tinting solutions for auto, residential, and commercial buildings. Frontline Outfitters also handles vinyl wraps, spray-in bed liners, truck accessories, LED lighting, paint correction and detailing, and much more. Make sure Frontline Outfitters of Alexander City is your first call for tinting and aftermarket solutions. Call us today, 256-409-8100.
The interstate is backed up this morning due to an accident.
So you don't like sitting still on the interstate? Get the free Algo traffic app. With Algo, you'll have the information you need to avoid problems on your route, to work, to home, to the beach. Traffic backups, wrecks, lane closures, all with current info and live traffic camera feeds. Know before you go with Algo Traffic, ALGO Traffic from the Alabama Department of Transportation. Get it today and arrive on time.
Lake Martin Garage, located on Highway 280 in Jackson's Gap, has been serving our area since 1993. From routine maintenance such as oil changes, tune-ups, and rotating and balancing your tires, to transmission and engine repair, our trained and certified mechanics will get you back on the road better than before. Need a tow? With a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week towing service, Lake Martin Garage has local and long-range pickup. Trust your vehicle needs to the professionals at Lake Martin Garage. Call 256-825-6139, or better yet, stop in and see them today. Lake Martin Garage.
Russell Building Supply and Home Center is just around the corner in a brand new, convenient location with a wide selection of grills, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. The new store offers more home improvement items along with other helpful conveniences like a drive-through lumber yard and our Best Rewards program, making it an ideal destination for do-it-yourselfers and professional contractors. Get ready for game day on the plains by stocking up on all your Auburn tailgating gear at Russell Building Supply and Home Center.
EnviroCare is the standard in East Central Alabama for all your pest control and termite needs. EnviroCare exclusively offers Centricon termite colony elimination system that is the industry's most effective termite control to protect your home year-round. The EnviroCare team's service is also the standard for our customers. From eliminating home pests to superior termite control, nobody cares like EnviroCare, serving Lake Martin and East Central Alabama.
For more than 40 years, Ingram Equipment Company has helped companies, towns, and cities with their dirtiest, most challenging jobs by providing the very best equipment and by helping them keep in tip-top working condition. IEC represents leading manufacturers such as Heil garbage truck bodies, Timco sweepers, Step pothole patchers, and many more. We proudly support all athletes and teams that compete across the state and wish them good luck this year. Ingram Equipment Company, ingramequipment.net.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. We are brought to you each and every day by Russell Do-It Center. They got 10 locations around Central Alabama for all your building supply, home decor, tools, whatever it might be. Go and check out Russell Do-It Center today. You'll be glad that you did. David, let's go back to the phone line. Hey, caller, you're on the Auburn Blitz.
Hey, guys, how y'all doing today?
Doing pretty good. How about you?
Well, feeling a little bit better. I was concerned about our field goal kick, and I know we kicked one in the first half and got that 3, and then he missed like a 40-yarder, and I don't think we didn't try another one, did we?
No, I don't think we did.
Yeah.
I mean, that could have been the difference in the ball game. We were in position down there to get 3 a couple of times, I know.
Well, you know that.
I wonder if he's kind of losing confidence in him or something's wrong.
Well, I mean, you know that's a good point because Auburn was down there and it would have been probably a 50-yard field goal or 48, 50-yard field goal, and we chose to go for it on 4th and 10.
Yeah.
And did not get it, of course. And that's where that would have been a no-brainer in the last couple of years. So I absolutely think, and I don't know how you could not lose confidence in Carlson at this point.
Well, what about our other young man we got from Fort Payne? What's his name? McPherson? Are they redshirting him, or
I mean,
have you heard anything on him?
I mean, obviously they plan to redshirt him, but he's kicking for me next week if I'm Brian Harsin. But I don't know what the plan is, but I'd give him a chance at this point.
Well, he's missed 3 of the last 4, and the way things are right now with our struggle with points, we can't afford that right now.
Absolutely.
Yeah, he's missed 4 of his last 6 by my count, and it's in his head now, Bo. So, you know, and competition is good. Maybe let McPherson kick the next couple and see what happens.
And he's got a big old brace on his leg. Maybe he's not 100% healthy. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, I think the brace is on his non-kicking leg, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, plant leg, but still, that could be it mentally. I just think, yeah.
Yeah, I agree with you on that 100%. But I'm Auburn man, and I think our quarterback's got the potential to be real good. We just need to kind of build a team around him.
Hey, Bo, are you the one that went to Talladega Sunday?
Yes, sir. You talk about that was a heck of a race. You know, Chase Elliott ended up winning by eyelash.
Well, what about old Bruce on the starting flag, though? Was it?
You know, he did a good job up there. He was grinning from ear to ear.
Yeah.
And politicking as usual.
Absolutely.
Well, that's good. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. Thank you, guys. I appreciate your show. I love your show. We love your show.
Thanks,
Appreciate
Bo.
it. Thank you, Bo.
We appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Got a lot of comments rolling through. Let me try to get to a few of those. Brett says, what about the ex-Arizona State offensive coordinator consulting with Harsin and Keesaw every week? Yeah, this is his name, Zach Hill, I think. Harsin wanted to hire him, basically almost did, and the compliance department denied it because of all the, hullabaloo at Arizona State. So apparently he has been kind of just consulting with them from afar for whatever that means. I don't know. Maybe if he had some influence on this week, then I appreciate it. He needs to be more involved.
Look, Andy, do you know how many consultants Nick Saban has on his payroll?
Quite a few.
It's just another set of eyes, and I think it's a good thing.
Yeah. Jamie says Auburn is a 30-point dog right now, and that is about as bad as it gets to the oldest rivalry in the South. Yes, it opened at 28, I guess. That's 4 touchdowns. That's pretty pitiful. It tells you what the people think of you, across the country. Ty says, I'm thinking the coaching staff don't know how to make second half adjustments. What gives you that idea, Ty? But I'm thinking we are getting better. I predict we will upset somebody. It might not be Georgia, but it will happen. Can Auburn get to 6 wins and get to a bowl game? Well, okay, let's see. Auburn is right now 2-2 with and 1-1 in the SEC.
We're 3-2.
3-2. Are we 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's right. We beat Missouri. I keep forgetting about that.
You're taking that like a loss.
I
aren't you?
am really. 3-2, 1-1 in the SEC. So where are our 3 wins? You've got Western Kentucky still on the board, who just got beat by Troy Saturday at home. You've got Texas A&M, who looks mediocre at best.
Yeah.
You've got Mississippi State, Ole Miss, Georgia, Alabama. Where's your 3 wins? Texas A&M, Western Kentucky, and who?
Oh.
Ole Miss, Mississippi State, one of the 2.
I don't know. Mississippi State look.
Yeah.
I hope it's in Oxford because I'm going to that game. I'd like to be happy at the end of that one. I don't know.
It's possible. I agree with Ty. I think we could. I mean, if we continue to, if we don't get down on ourselves and if we quit turning the ball over, then, yeah, I think we could beat an Arkansas.
Yeah.
We could beat a Mississippi State. We could beat a Texas A&M. I think that's certainly possible. But if we keep turning the ball over, it's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah.
Ty says, if I was betting, I would take Auburn in the points. Well, good luck with that. Bill says, turnovers is the problem. Jim says, goodbye, Harsin. Ty says, how can Coy Moore let that LSU boy take the ball away from him? That killed us. It was bad. It was a great play by the defender. It just kind of the defender had the momentum, and he had kind of the exertion of force, and it was not a good setup for Moore. John says Tank and Jarquez are clearly our two best offensive weapons, and they are not on the field at the same time and are not getting enough touches when one of them is on the field. I would definitely agree. Jarquez Hunter, 6 carries, 2 catches, and yet he accounted for 105 yards. Only 6 carries and 2 catches. Got to be better than that.
He's dynamic.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more of the Auburn Blitz right after these messages.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogroom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Someday, in the not-so-distant future, it happens. In that moment, you realize you're ready for anything. Get a degree in emergency management from Jacksonville State University and be ready when it matters most.
Something big is coming. Something so big, it'll change the world of chicken sandwiches. Zaxby's new signature sandwich with Zax sauce or new spicy Zax sauce, because the chicken sandwich war ain't over yet. The new signature sandwich. All the other little sandwiches can run along. We'll take it from here.
Country Clipper zero-turn mowers are designed for comfort, accessibility, and ease of use. Only Country Clipper offers your choice of steering options with industry-exclusive joystick steering or twin-lever steering. Their patented stand-up deck, standard on every model, allows for quick access to the underside of the deck for routine maintenance. With a wide front step and optional handrail, getting on or off your mower has never been easier. Stop by Fun Carts of Opelika today for a test drive. Country Clipper mowers, designed for you. Fun Carts of Opelika, located at 618 Lee Road, 113 in Opelika, Alabama.
Hey, this is Doug Roberts, long-term resident of Alexander City. I sold my house with Century 21 Lake Area Realty because all my life I had heard that to sell a house you need 3 things: location, location, location. I found out there's actually 4. You need location, 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 and Rhonda Gaskins at Century 21 Lake Area Realty to sell your house fast.
Call me today and let me go to work for you. 256-749-3644.
2 nights, 1 weekend at ATL Live. Friday, November 11th, his first concert ever at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, Billy Joel. With Lionel Richie and Sheryl Crow. And Saturday, November 12th, 8-time Grammy winner Chris Stapleton with Miranda Lambert, Dwight Yoakam, and more. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.com. Don't miss ATL Live, powered by Ticketmaster.
Tails are wagging and pets are bragging about Zoom to Groom. Columbus, Phoenix City, and Smith Station. Zoom to Groom comes to you. It's mobile pet grooming from the comfort of your driveway. Schedule your appointment now online at zoomtogrooom.net or by phone at 334-740-9909.
Brubaker Motors in Montgomery is the largest and fastest growing used car dealership in the River region. You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker. It's better at Brubaker.com.
Brubaker, 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 Brubaker.
You can absolutely get a better buy at Brubaker.
BREWBAKER. BREWBAKER.com.
It's better at Brubaker.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz. Andy and David here with you. Only a couple of more segments left in today's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us, whether you join us on television, WOTM, on your Spectrum cable dial, WAXC TV here in the local Lake Martin area, or you can dial us up on the Sports Blitz Facebook page. That's Sports with a Z, and comment away, and we'll get to as many of those as we can throughout the show. Jamie says, I agree with Andy, 35 minutes and no scoring. That second half, that's on the coaches. My friend predicts Mike Gundy will be the next head football coach at Auburn, says Ty. Ty's friend, he's very talkative. He's always got a prediction or
he's smoking something.
And some kind of relevant information. Kyle said, now I agree with this 100% with Kyle here. No reason to take a timeout and then go for it on 4th and 10. Take the delay, pin them deep, and play defense. Gave them a short field, and they scored. That is absolutely true. Auburn could have tried a long field goal. They ended up taking a timeout and ended up going for it and just kind of threw it up. And if you're going to I don't mind that if you're going to call that play, but if you're going to throw it up, don't throw it up to the shortest guy on the field.
Right.
Coy Moore.
Yeah. Throw
it up to Brown, Captain Brown.
And two defenders right there.
Yeah. So I mean, that's got to be better. That's coaching again. That's got to be better facilitated. Bill says linebacker play needs much improvement. I thought all things considered, Steiner played a pretty good game Saturday. Kyle says Christian Robinson isn't a very good coach. Florida thanked us for taking him. T. Will should never have been let go. I agree with that as well. T. Will should not have been let go. He was one of our best recruiters. He did phenomenal things with our linebackers. I definitely did not want to see him go. Steve says, hate to disagree with a fellow Auburn man, Dale, but Harsin is to blame. Any successful team does not have 6 fumbles, 2 interceptions, and multiple penalties. 8 penalties for about 80-something yards.
I've never seen a coach fumble the ball during a game.
That is true.
Come on, dude. It's a combination of both.
Yeah. I think there's enough blame to go around for everybody. Just to be perfectly honest about it. But nonetheless, Auburn's got to figure out if they got any chance to get to that 6-win mark and go to a bowl game. They got to figure out how this second half nightmare scenario that they're in right now.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just, by my count, Auburn is now in the last 7 SEC games, plus Houston and Penn State, they are 14 of 62 on third downs in the second half. That is 22.5% on third down in the second half.
And what that tells us, Andy, in the second half.
And in the fourth quarter.
Yeah. We're not doing a good enough job on first and second. Now, we did Saturday, but not so much in the second half. I mean, we could bottle up that first half and just play consistently like that, and the defense continue to play lights out. I like our chances against a lot of teams, but it just hadn't been the case.
Well, I talked to a guy Sunday, and he had a good suggestion.
What's that?
From now on, we're just going to, at halftime, we're going to say, we're going to call it a game. We're just not going to play the second half. If we can figure out how to do that and make the other team agree, I think we'd be all right.
And here's the thing: it is so frustrating for us as fans because there was a 5-star recruit that was there Saturday, and he made
there was a ton
of them. But this guy made the statement, not the outcome that you would have wanted, but I saw what I needed to see out of Auburn, and it was unbelievable. I mean, the stripe out was nice. The guy sitting next to me that's a psychiatrist from Atlanta, he said, looking forward to this eagle. And, of course, then the eagle.
Oh, they turned it loose.
He practically buzzed us, Andy.
And
you know where we sit.
He went about, made it all the way around the stadium.
And the guy said, oh, man, that's unbelievable. I mean, the environment in Jordan-Hare Stadium is second to none. You know, Cardwell's getting plenty of FaceTime on the big screen, the
fans were into it. It was a great atmosphere. You had everything. And then, I mean, it kind of had an auspicious beginning. I mean, you know, we fumbled the kick, and then, you know, a poor kid from LSU comes down, and I thought I was wondering if he was still alive. He did not move. They ended up having to cart him off. We hadn't even played 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And they had to cart a guy off. And then they throw him out of the game for targeting. I'm like, I think we probably could have let that one go.
That's right.
And somebody, told the referee during the break, do not say that he is kicked out of the game.
That's right.
Because that's the only time you ever heard him say there was a targeting penalty, it's 15 yards, first down Auburn. He didn't say the player is ejected. Because I'm glad the guy's okay. It turns out he was okay, and he ended up coming back to the stadium. But that's pretty bad. You get kicked out for targeting, and you knock yourself out.
But Andy, let me say this, because we always think of the other guy in targeting. The targeting rule is in place to protect both players. Case in point, Saturday, dude could have broken his neck.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, to your point, the vibe and energy in the stadium went.
Went down. But it got back, and again, the crowd stayed there till the end.
Yes.
You know, I thought it was it was a lot better than Penn State. You know,
Lane Kiffin
as
would
far
have been
as
proud.
there was a lot. Yeah, there was a lot of. There was quite a few 5-stars and 4-star guys. The Quay Rousseau and James Smith were there again.
Yeah.
There was some offensive linemen there. And so I don't think Saturday hurt Auburn in recruiting. I think that only helped Auburn.
Yeah.
But
good point.
Got to win some of these games.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Yeah.
If you're up 17-0, you cannot blow that kind of lead. You got to figure out a way to build on. You got to figure out a way to figure out the second half.
Andy, did you feel it at halftime? Did you feel it come before halftime? Because it was 17-14 a half.
Oh, yeah.
Well, when we got up 17-0, what were you saying to yourself?
Well, when we were up 17-0 and I looked up and Georgia was down 16-6, I thought,
maybe
if this holds up, what am I going to say Monday? All bets are off.
Yeah.
All bets are off.
Yep.
Larson may be here. We may beat Georgia. I don't know.
So you're telling me there's a chance.
And then the world, went back on its axis.
That's right.
Yeah. We got to take a break. We'll be back with one final segment of the Auburn Blitz right after this.
Folks around these parts have known for a long time that Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280, is your #1 stop for automotive service and repair. At Walls Tire, you'll always find quality service at a fair price on everything from AC, name brand tires, big or small repairs, routine maintenance, towing, and more. When your car or truck needs to run right, there's one place in the area to go, conveniently located and easy to find. Walls Tire, just a mile past the bridge on Highway 280.
Russell Do-It Center and building supply stores have the tools and materials to get the job done right, whether you're a professional contractor or just a weekend do-it-yourselfer. With everyday customer conveniences like a drive-through lumberyard, price match promise, and our best rewards program, each of our 9 locations offer top brands and building materials like lumber, hardware, tools, paint, lawn and garden, and much more. Visit today and see what Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply can help you build tomorrow.
Don't be caught in a dirty vehicle. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing will have your vehicle or boat looking like brand new in no time, and you'll be back driving in style. They specialize in detailing, paint correction, gel coat restoration, and ceramic coating. Take it to the professionals at Lake Martin Mobile Detailing. Call them today at 256-794-2328 or stop by and see them at 702 McCarty Road in Dadeville. Mention this ad and receive $10 off. Lake Martin Mobile Detailing for your cleanest vehicles around. Grain and Leaf, located at 6068 Highway 63 South, is Lake Martin's premier boutique-style bottle shop with a unique array of sophistication for everyone. Appropriately named for its exclusive selection of top spirits, wine, and craft beer, Grain and Leaf also has a number of fine cigars for you to choose from. They also carry the full line of Hornsby Farms assorted jellies and pottery. Open 10 to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 5 on Sundays, Grain and Leaf is your premier shop in the Lake Martin area. Need that boost to get you started in the morning or help get you through a long day at the office? Alex City Nutrition is your answer. Alex City Nutrition, located on 2nd Broad Street in downtown Alex City, offers meal replacement shakes, post-workout shakes, extreme rebuild products, and a vast array of loaded teas that offer focus, energy, and build up your immunity and overall health. Want to buy in bulk? We now offer your favorite flavors by the gallon. Come by Alex City Nutrition today or call 256-496-8284 to begin your journey to great health.
The Eric McKinley team at Mortgage Pro in Alexander City is the perfect lender for all your mortgage needs. Property values have increased and interest rates have never been so low. So if you haven't looked at refinancing your house in the last 6 to 12 months, Mortgage Pro is here to help you take advantage of that. Our team is closing loans in 15 days or less, so give us a call at 256-397-0248 and let our team go to work for you today.
Hey guys, this is Nate Pass with Airport Motors.
I'm Connor Branch with Fairway Auto Brokers in Opelika, Alabama.
And this is your first ever Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz.
That's right, Lake Martin. Airport Motors and Fairway Auto Brokers is teaming up for the very first Lake Martin Summer Car Blitz. Make sure to check out either website for the very best selection of pre-owned luxury trucks, SUVs, and sedans in East Alabama. Get pre-approved in minutes online and make sure to use the keyword Summer Blitz in the comments section for $500 off internet price. That's keyword Summer Blitz.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn Blitz final segment on this Monday afternoon. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. We are brought to you each and every day by Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. They are saving people thousands of dollars each and every year on their home mortgage. Give them a call today, 256-397-0248, 256-397-0248. That's Mortgage Pro, the Eric McKinley team. Well, it's not all doom and gloom on the Plains. The Auburn volleyball team off to a 14-0 start.
Yes.
3-0 in the SEC. They will travel to Baton Rouge. Maybe they can get a little revenge on the Tigers, the Bengal Tigers, who are 9-6, 3-2 in the SEC. They'll be there on Wednesday night, and it's 7 o'clock, and it's on the SEC Network. So
excellent.
You got a chance to tune in and check out this Auburn volleyball team that has really, really turned things around because they were really not very good the last several years. And I think they hired a new coach. Seemed like he came from USC, I believe.
He's done a phenomenal job.
He has really, really done a really, really good job.
And Andy, we were on SEC Network last week, and the Jungle was wired for sound that night. Kids, students coming out, and I enjoyed watching a little bit of that.
Definitely. There's nothing wrong with women's volleyball.
No, sir.
It's a lot of fun.
And these girls, they're in the weight room.
Yeah.
These girls are lifting. They're big, strong, tall. I think it's a new day for Auburn volleyball in the future.
Auburn, 11 o'clock kick with Ole Miss. I'm sorry, David.
I wanted a 2:30 or a 6, so we could enjoy
no way
the
you were going
Grove.
to get a 2:30. Maybe
No, I wasn't going to get a 2:30. I was hoping for a 6.
Maybe.
The food will taste just as good at 9 o'clock in the morning in the Grove as it would 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're going to just go in early and You said tailgate after the game. It depends on what kind of mood I'd be in.
Yeah, we've done fairly well over there in Oxford.
We have.
Throughout the years, so maybe.
And I've got a great seat. I just got 2 tickets on StubHub. I'm on about the 30-yard line, about 30 rows up.
If we'll protect Ashford and he'll continue to improve, who knows? We may actually pull off some upsets here. Like
first
Ty
trip
said.
to Oxford, we're excited.
It is October the 3rd. On this day, one of the most famous days in baseball history, 1951. The shot heard around the world. Bobby Thompson hits a 3-run homer off Ralph Branca in the bottom of the ninth. The Giants win the pennant.
Oh, yes.
The Giants win the pennant. And then they go on to lose the World Series.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, it was a momentous day. Pretty cool moment if you never Google that sometime and listen to
Great
it.
call.
It's a great call. The Giants win the pennant. 1976, on this day, Hank Aaron singles in his final Major League at bat, and he drives in run number 2,297 in his final Major League.
How appropriate.
Goes out, like he had, no doubt. The greatest, maybe, Hank Aaron.
Yeah.
Happy birthday today, Marquise Haynes. He was a guard with the Globetrotters.
Saw him several times.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah. Born on this day, 1926. Bullet Bob Armstrong.
I know who that is.
One of the greats of all time. Born on this day, 1939. Died in 2020. Bullet Bob.
Used to watch him on Saturday nights, Channel 42 in Birmingham.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the hairy arms on that rascal. Just because he put a mask on, you were like,
we know who that is.
That guy kind of looks familiar. Ernest Evans, born on this day, 1941, also known as Chubby Chacker.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Doing the twist still to
Should
this
have known
day.
that.
Lindsey Buckingham, 1949, from
Buckingham Nicks, Fleetwood Mac.
Fleetwood Mac. Very good.
Yeah.
Pamela Hensley. She played Queen Amidala on Buck Rogers.
Okay.
I just thought I'd throw that in there. Dave Winfield.
Yeah.
I think he was drafted in baseball, football, and basketball.
Yeah.
Really, really great
People
athlete.
don't realize that. He's probably one of the greatest all-around athletes that we've had.
Absolutely. Dennis Eckersley, one of the great closers of all time.
The mustache.
Great stash.
Yeah.
Flowing locks.
Yes.
Maybe known best for giving up the home run to Kirk Gibson in the World Series.
That's right.
Game 1. Stevie Ray Vaughan, one of the great blues guitarists.
Absolutely.
Died in a plane. People think he died of a drug overdose. He died in a plane crash.
Yeah.
1990.
Yeah.
Stevie Ray Vaughan. Love his music. Fred Couples, Masters winner.
Mm-hmm.
Tommy Lee of Tommy Lee and Pamela
Is it
Anderson
Pamela
fame.
Anderson?
Yeah.
Is that Motley Crue?
Yes, drummer for Motley Crue.
I'm on it today.
You are, man. You're on. Gwen Stefani.
Beautiful singer, I guess.
Yeah, I like. I always like No Doubt. They got good music.
Yes, yeah. that's right.
Nev Campbell from the Scream movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sean William Scott Stifler from American Pie.
Oh, no.
And Danny Willett. Danny Willett, he was a Masters winner
Got me on that.
a few years ago. So, yeah.
Hey, speaking of great guitarists, did you know that Jeff Beck is on tour with ZZ Top right now?
I did not know that.
Yeah. They were at the Wharf in Orange Beach. They were in Birmingham. And I saw some video. Jeff Beck, tremendous guitar player.
Yeah. Okay.
And, of course, ZZ Top's without their bass player. You know, he passed away.
Right.
So
Billy Gibbons still kicking it. Right?
Still got the beard, still doing it. Yeah.
Marvin says, is Harsin not to blame for recruiting? And he's calling you out, David, I guess.
I didn't say anything about recruiting.
Yeah. Well, I think that's the whole deal. If he says this, he was just talking about specifically the game, but yeah, Harsin in general is responsible. How about the tackle from Ashford after throwing the pick? Love that from him.
He waylaid the guy.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I mean,
we really don't need him doing that.
I really like Ashford. And again, I think he's growing into the job. I wish we had put him in a better position earlier in the year.
Well, the block he made, Andy, in an earlier game where he sprinted downfield and blocked a guy, he he's willing to do everything that he needs to do to be our leader. But you're right. I would have liked to have had a couple of more games under his belt.
That's going to wrap it up for us on this Monday. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Same time tomorrow. For David Jones, I'm Andy Graham. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.